Grand Rapids. It doesn't matter what level of miserable the weather is for Saturday's fifth Third River Bank Run, it won't be worse than last month's Boston Marathon. Tom Davis will vouch for that, and he won. The Fremont, Ind. resident is among the best in the world in the hand cycle division with some 30 wins overall since he began racing in 2011 after he lost his leg in Iraq from a roadside bomb. At Boston, he endured temperatures in the upper 30s, high winds and rain that reached a downpour at times to take the division for a second year in a row. So, Davis looks at the River Bank Run forecast of temperature in the low 40s with wet conditions and laughs. What, no wind? No downpour? I tell people that was the worst 78 minutes of my life, and I've been blown up by a bomb, he said. Davis's remark brought down the house at Friday's press conference ahead of the 41st running of the race, but his memories from April's race won't be forgotten. I can take credit for this weather because after Boston, like everyone who raced it, I said I'll never race in anything that bad again, he said later. Just seeing the people after the race, just shaking to their core, couldn't open a bottle of Gatorade or anything. Hand cyclists are lower to the ground, but that didn't make it much better. You get those crosswinds, you're going downhill doing 20-30 miles per hour and you could end up on the side of the road real quick, he said. It was crazy. Davis, who represented Team USA in the 2016 Paralympics in paracycling, will race for the first time since Boston as he returns to the Riverbank Run 3 years after he won the 2014 race, which was held under generally sunny skies. He also won in 2013 and missed first by 1 second in 2012. He's happy to be back no matter the forecast. Mary Freebed does an awesome job putting it on and supporting us, and it's fast with a great surface other than one part, on Butterworth, so I'm always happy to be here, he said. In hand cycling, athletes use a crank and gears to propel a hand bike, which is really like a streamlined, high-tech tricycle. Davis began to compete about 5 years after he was injured. He was an U.S. Army Staff Sergeant, and the truck he was traveling in was blown up by a roadside IED. He lost his left leg above the knee and suffered multiple other physical injuries and with post-traumatic stress disorder. I was dealing with a lot of things, he said, but I had always been a weightlifter and enjoyed being fit. I was at my local YMCA and praying. It was like God said to me to get that bike out of the shed and get out there. So, I do it now just about every day to glorify Him. Davis, 41, rides a bicycle 6 times a week with the use of a prosthesis, and races whenever he can. He will use the Riverbank Run as a precursor to the Hand Cycle National Championships in June in Augusta, Georgia. He sees every race as an opportunity. I hope I can, he said of being an inspiration. I believe that God has given me a gift and I've never thought that this is just about me. It's always to glorify Him, but also inspiring somebody. And not just people in a wheelchair, but anybody. People go, well, this guy can go out there and do this, why can't I do something to better myself? That's my goal.